So the first payment is going to be 2,000 Australian dollars. The second payment is going to be 4,000 Australian dollars, and the third payment is going to be 4,000 Australian dollars. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kwame Chumesi. This is great news for construction workers that are living overseas and are thinking of migrating to Australia. Okay, so the Western Australian government, or the WA government, is basically giving out 10,000 Australian dollars for construction workers that are interested in migrating to Western Australia and helping build their state. So for some time now, a lot of migrants are moving into Western Australia. People from Europe are moving into Western Australia. Even people living in other states in Australia are all moving into Western Australia. So for those that do not know much about Western Australia is basically the largest state in Australia. It covers, I think, basically like 33% of the whole land mark or land size of Australia. This place is huge. They need construction workers, guys, and they are ready to pay 10,000 Australian dollars to support people that are living offshore to come and work in Australia. So if you're like, let's say like a civil engineer, a bricklayer, a carpenter, a tiler, so anything to do with construction, you've got experience, you've got certifications, and you are ready to migrate to Australia, then be ready to receive 10,000 incentive either from your employer or directly from the government. Without talking too much, I'm going to share my screen so I go through with you this good news. See you on the other side. Yeah, so guys, I am on the Western Australia immigration website. Okay, so it's migration.wa, which is westernaustralia.gov.au. Guys, just come on their website and have a look for yourself. Okay, so when you go on the moving to Western Australia tab, there's a lot of information there, and trust me, you'll be able to find what I just found. Okay, I can't believe I missed out on this. Anyways, let's get straight to the point. So what I'm actually talking about is in regards to the construction visa subsidy program. As I said in my introduction, so Western Australia wants to build more houses because they've seen that a lot of people are now Jackma. Okay, a lot of people are now moving from other states to Western Australia. A lot of people are moving from UK, USA. Everyone is moving to Western Australia. So they now need a lot of construction workers to help build a lot of houses in Western Australia. That's why the government, the Western Australia government, is actually giving out these incentives to both the employers and also both people that wants to go through the skilled nomination route. So again, guys, this is called the Construction Visa Subsidy Program. Okay, they've got all the information here. All right, so I'm not going to read all this. So when we come down here, so the new Construction Visa Subsidy Program, CVSP, is supporting Western Australian construction businesses to fill the demand for a skilled workforce. The program will provide grant payments of up to 10,000 Australian dollars to support skilled migration visa pathways for workers and help offset expenses such as migration agent fees, visa application fees, and relocation costs. All right, but they've got a good document here. All right, that explains everything. So when you click on the PDF section here, it's going to bring you here. All right, so this is basically a PDF or information from the Government of Western Australia Department of Training and Workforce Development. Again, I'm going to leave this link in the description section below. Please download. So this document actually breaks down everything. Okay, so Construction Visa Subsidy Program. The Construction Visa Subsidy Program, CVSP, has been introduced to provide financial support to employers and independent skilled migrants to assist them to connect with employment opportunities in the Western Australian building and construction industry. Okay, so basically, they are giving out 10,000 Australian dollars to either employers that want to sponsor someone from overseas so they can come and work in the construction industry. So these are employers that employs people in the construction industry, okay? Or if you're a skilled migrant and you are coming by yourself, without you going through an employer too, they'll sponsor you, they'll give you this 10,000, okay? But they've broken this down. So they are only supporting up to 1,100 overseas workers, okay? So I'm pretty sure once they reach this target, they'll stop giving out this 10,000 Australian dollars. They need 1,100 overseas workers to come and work in the construction industry in Western Australia, okay? So once they reach this target, I'm pretty sure they will stop. So when will this start? So the CVSP will commence on or after the 1st of July 2023. So this has already started, okay, for the period of 12 months or until places are fully allocated. I said it. So they'll do this for 12 months, or once they get 1,100 overseas workers, they'll stop this grant. So you guys should act fast though. Please do not waste time. If you have experience in the construction industry and you have the necessary certifications to prove that, then this is your chance. All right. So now let's go down. I don't want to waste a lot of time here. So eligibility for the construction visa subsidy program. So this is for the employers. To be eligible for the employer-sponsored stream, employers must sponsor a skilled migrant in one of the following visa subclasses. So again, 482, the medium term up to 4 years, or the short term up to 2 years. If they sponsor someone under visa subclass 482, the government will pay them 10,000 for them, so they can use that to support you to JAPA, to migrate into Australia. Or visa subclass 494, skilled employer sponsored regional, or visa subclass 186. Okay, so you guys should act fast and start looking for employers in the construction industry. Or if you are coming by yourself, so people that are actually applying to migrate to Australia by themselves. So if you are either coming under visa subclass 190 under the skilled nominated permanent, or visa subclass 491 under the skilled work regional, you also be eligible for this. Okay, now let's quickly go through how they'll make the payment. I'm really interested in that. So this is for the employers, okay? So how are they going to pay the employers? So they've got 3 milestones here. So the first payment is going to be 2,000 Australian dollars. The second payment is going to be 4,000 Australian dollars. And the third payment is going to be 4,000 Australian dollars. All right, so they've actually broken everything down here. I'm not going to read into details. So this is basically for the employers. So milestone 1, paid when employers register for the CVSP. So once they just do their registration, they get paid 2,000. All right. Milestone 2, paid when the skilled migrant visa has been granted. So once the employer makes the application, 2,000. Once they take you through the process and you get your visa, another 4,000. Okay. And milestone 3, paid when the skilled migrant commences work with the employer. And once you start working for the employer, another 4,000. And guys, this money will be coming to you. Just that they'll pay the employer, and the employer will pay you. Okay, if that makes sense. And when it comes to you doing the application yourself, okay, so this is for state nominated migration program streams. For those that are actually coming by themselves, okay, they'll give you 2 payments, like 5,000 each. So if you are living offshore, it's 5,000 each, or if you are already in Australia, it's 2,500, 2,500. I'm interested in the offshore applicants. Okay, so this is for applicants that are living offshore, that are not in Australia. So paid when skilled migrant commences work with an employer. So with this, you need to do everything, get your visa, and once you start working for an employer, you can apply and you'll be paid 5,000 Australian dollars. And paid, the second one will be paid when the skilled migrant has completed 6 months of work. So once you start working for an employer in Western Australia in the construction industry, you can apply, you get 5,000. And once you work for a particular employer for 6 months, you get paid another 5,000. As easy as that. Guys, I'm going to leave this document in the description section below, okay? It's got tons and tons of information. So basically, who is this for? Okay, so if you work in the construction, if you have experience and also, of course, certifications in the construction industry, so this can be like a bricklayer, like a civil engineer, like a carpenter, a tiler, so anything in regards to the construction industry. Okay, if you have certifications, you can start with this process. Again, I'm going to create another video and go through the step-by-step process as to how you can go through an employer or how you can do the state nomination. Okay, you can come here by yourself under visa subclass 190 or 491. I'm also going to leave the occupation list for Western Australia here. Okay, so this basically got all the occupation lists in regards to the sort of occupations or skills Western Australia is looking for. Western Australia is a beautiful place, guys. It's just far from everyone else, okay? So they've just separated themselves from everyone else in Australia. Their weather is awesome. It's very tropical, so a lot of migrants love living there. Okay, I know a lot of people from the UK that are running away from the cold and they are all running into Western Australia. Hence, that's why they want to build more houses and that's why they need 1,100 construction workers to migrate and work. And if you're a construction worker, you'll be paid 10,000 Australian dollars just to help you with your migration process from your home country to Australia. My name is Kwame Chumis. If you have any questions, please feel free and comment below. And of course, I'm going to do another detailed tutorial and go through the step-by-step process as to how to apply for this subsidy. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.